Can you tell more about victorious breath, the inhale part with or without resistance? Great question. Now, to those of you who have not progressed as far in the Breatheology Academy training to victorious breath, it is also what we call Ujjayi breathing, okay? It's called Ujjayi breathing or victorious breath or warrior breath or psychic breath or ocean breathing because it has a special sound. So also it makes your chest, strong, so you look like a strong warrior, but also it's called psychic breath or warrior breath because you become a warrior of your own mind, right? Psychic breath, mind control, all right? So it's the foundation of all yoga breathing, basically. And it's just a phenomenal way of breathing that you should implement in everyday activities, in yoga, in the breathology practice, in your sports performance, in healing, trauma, illnesses, accidents, you name it. Victorious breath or Ujjayi, Ujjayi is the answer. And Jacob is asking, what about the inhale part? And most people are having a difficult time on the inhale, not so much on the exhale, right? The beautiful thing and the wonderful thing about Ujjayi breathing is that not only is it the base, the foundation of a healthy everyday breath with attention and control, but it is the foundation of breath control. So basically, pranayam breathing, so pranayam, the fourth limb, the fourth step of Ashtanga yoga, the 8 limbs of yoga, going from the basic levels of being a nice person, being clean in your appearance and your mind, to asanas, so the more bodily workout, to also, of course, also the social, things, being a good neighbor, being helpful, being kind. Those are the foundations of yoga. And then you move into the more physical aspects, and then you move into the fourth element, pranayam, the breath or the energy control, or energy control from breathing, right? Because we get a lot of energy from breathing, from the oxygen we take in. That's how we produce the main reserves of energy. And we got a lot of questions pouring in. I love you guys, and this is my favorite time. I wouldn't even say a day. It's my favorite time of life, when I can engage with you wonderful people everywhere in the world. Texas, Vietnam, Aalborg, which is in Denmark, South Africa, Australia, a true global audience. I love this with the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my heart. And to stay on Jacob's question here, the Ujjayi breathing is wonderful because you get flow control, right? So the inhale, Jacob, and to everyone else listening, you can make restrictions and control of airflow in many different ways, right? Also, for the thousands of singers who have been going through the Breatheology Academy fundamentals, mainly because they've come from a wonderful friend, Pierre Bristow, in Los Angeles, the reason why people want control is because then they can keep the notes longer and hit the pitch and so forth. But in anything in life, talking, running, healing, you need to control the energy, thus you need to control the flow of air, right? So in Ujjayi breathing, you control it from the from the soft palate. Maybe you cannot see it up in my mouth, but the roof is moving. So free divers know a lot about how to move the upper soft palate, because that's how you clear the ears when you go deep diving. And so you should make a sound that is kind of dry. It's kind of a hissing sound. That's also why it's called ocean breathing. So like the waves crashing on the shore, right? On the beach. And the reason why the inhale is a little bit difficult is because it's hard to control the level of lifting the soft palate, right? If you lift it too much, what happens? You make a snoring sound. So if you're in that area of the movement, then it's a little bit too much, but you're moving in the right direction. The mistake I see most people make is that they use the vocal cords. So on the inhale, they control the breath flow with the vocal cords, and of course you're going to dry out and get a very dry throat. So you'll be drinking water, 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 especially if you're a public speaker, right? If you're speaking or coaching people. So what you should do is just get this subtle movement in your upper palate and make a very subtle sound. So Ujjayi breathing is the ultimate way of breathing with control, but also with the ultimate awareness on the sound, on the subtleness, and the way the air then enters into your nose, up through the upper part of your nose, all the laminar flow systems in there, and then it goes into all these little coils, and then it hits your lung. The air will hit your lungs with the right speed, right? The lungs are very delicate. We're working with the nervous system, the most delicate system that we know of in this universe. So you must be subtle and have awareness. So make this sound with me, everyone out there. Make this sound. Slight pause, and then slight pause again, so you land that exhale, right? So that is the breathing. That's what we do. The breathing consists of a square, right? So inhale, hold for a few seconds, exhale, soft landing, so it should actually be a round corner, right? And then you land peacefully, and the body rests, your brain rests, there's no movement, and you start again with a soft inhale. And the sound you should make, Jacob, to make this work, and everyone else watching, or maybe even people who watch this on the replay, or maybe fall into this live Q&A that is then sent out to Facebook tomorrow or in a month, and they find out about breatheology and this crazy guy, Stig Severinsen, this sweet cat Biff, and they understand that we're trying to help you and the whole world, making the world breathe better, one breath at a time. The important thing is to make the muscular tension just right, not too much, not too little. And to help you with that, you can make a sound or a word. You can spell a word in your mind. That word is H-E-E-E-E or H-A-A-A. And you can you must inhale with the nose, right? Everyone in breatheology, anyone who has read my book, Breatheology, The Art of Conscious Breathing, will know that I always tell you that the nose is for breathing and the mouth is for eating. This big mouth is just a pipe to pour in the food. This is more delicate. There's more control from the nostrils, these small entrance points, and then the little hairs, and then the finer hairs in your nose. And you get all the sensations from the environment, right? The smell, the odors, the signals on a subconscious level as well, right? The flowers, it's springtime, summer now, here in Denmark, in Europe, Scandinavia. So you should breathe with your nose. And make the sound. You can exhale with the mouth. That was the point I wanted to make. You're welcome to, even in the Ujjayi breathing, right? You can inhale with the nose, make the HE sound, land, and then with the mouth you can go, you reverse the sound. So I think I made a mistake. The inhale is E-H-H-H or A-A-H-H. Right? Start with the diaphragm, come up to the middle of your chest, and then the exhale is H-E-E or H-A-A. Right? So I will say that again in case I confuse you as I confuse myself. The inhale is E-H-H-H or A-H-H-H. Slight pause, and then or when I use my mouth for the exhale, first of all, it's easier for most people to do that because you can also use the throat a little bit. You can kind of cheat. But also when you make the sound, it's very natural. And when I use the mouth, like a loudspeaker, you can hear it out there, right? The sound is clear. People are telling me, so that's good. So I think, Jacob, that's enough answer for today. I think you will even find more details in the book when I talk about Ujjayi breathing. But if not, this should certainly get you started.